What is up, guys? Silver Warrior here, and today what I want to talk about is why you should not buy, or should I say, not invest in silver that you simply don't actually have. And what I mean by this is, not like don't buy, silver, like don't buy silver online or something like that. I mean, don't go on, either to the stock market or some source of, online trading and either buy shares in like some kind of silver mining company or buying shares in a certain amount of silver. And I already know you guys, a bunch of you guys are gonna dislike this and be like, oh no, this is like the best way to ever make money in silver. This is the only way to make any real money off of silver, and it's the only way to be truly diversified. But let me just explain why real silver is way better in every aspect. First of all, one of the big arguments is that you can't profit off of just silver stacking alone. That is completely not true. You might not be able to profit off of silver bullion that easily unless the silver price bubbles. But what about numismatics? Numismatic constitutional silver, for example, can be bought and flipped really well. I've bought many coins that I could flip right now and make a profit on. Of course, I don't like to sell silver because I want to hold on to it for the future, including numismatics, to allow their premiums to grow. But I definitely could flip some of them and make a profit on certain coins I bought, which I've done with non-silver numismatic coins before in the past. And there's certain coins that are guaranteed to make you money in the future, such as, silver pandas, for example, or libertads, or stuff like that. Stuff that has enough of a, low enough mintage to be profitable. Just, of course it's not going to be instant like, maybe the stock market is, but over time, the next 5 to 10 years, you could triple your money on some of these pieces, and they will have a hefty premium on them, I'll give you that. But at the same time, you're going to get that premium back, 2 or 3-fold. I mean, you'll get it back a few times over once you sell the piece down the line. Now, again, it's a long-term investment. It's not a short-term one, but it is guaranteed. Nobody's ever lost money on a panda or a libertad or anything of that nature simply because of the fact that the mintage is low enough on them for the piece to become more and more desirable over time. And another thing that you can certainly, profit off of is if the silver price bubbles, you could easily offload all your generic bullion really quickly and be done with it. I mean, and then you could buy it all back several times over once the silver price comes back down. So another argument, I guess, people have is that, well, silver alone, the prices have moved too slow and it's just, too boring. Well, for one, I didn't think that investing in your future was supposed to be super fun. I mean, it's not going to be this big exciting thing. It's not like gambling or something like that. Which the stock market is gambling. That's what gets you, excited probably, is the fact that you have the same kind of adrenaline rush in the stock market that you would if you were gambling. And with silver, I guess you could say you're taking a gamble when you buy silver. But if you're diversifying, then yeah, it is going to be kind of boring because you can't lose money. I mean, sure, that's boring, but at the same time, that's better than losing money and having a little bit of fun, isn't it? I mean, at least in terms of actually investing. I mean, if you want to go out and have some fun here and there, that's fine. But if you're investing, you should be in it to make money and guarantee that you're going to make money. And, and things when, the whole digital thing is going on, that's simply not guaranteed. I mean, every time someone makes money in the stock market, someone loses money. With silver, every time the price goes up, everyone who invests in silver makes money. Now, of course, other people lose money who don't invest in silver as the economy becomes weakened. But just by investing in silver alone, you're not going to lose money, which in, the stock market or whatever, you could. And another thing to consider is the fact that if you're buying especially generic bullion, chances are you have at least heard of the whole economic collapse theory. And if that is the case, then you'll know that if you're investing in, shares of silver mining company or whatever it is, well, you're going to be losing all your money because the whole stock market is going to collapse in an economic collapse situation. And the only person that's going to have anything anymore is the person who owns the silver. Not you, because you don't own the silver anymore. I mean, the whole thing collapsed. You think that they're going to keep up their end of the bargain? I can guarantee you that these big companies will not. And they're going to be keeping your silver. And, I mean, what are you going to be able to do about it? Probably nothing. Because, you don't know where these people are based. And, stocks, sure, the stock market, you might think, would go up, certain companies on the stock market would go up because they're producing silver, which is going to become a highly desirable metal. But you do have to consider the fact that the stock market's not even going to be up and running, because of the fact that it is based, at least in majority of it is based on the fact that fiat currency has value at this point. Maybe it's not real value, but it still has, some kind of respected value, at least to most people. And that's what the stock market's based on. How many points it has is largely based on the value of the dollar. So if the dollar collapses, then the stock market's going to lose a lot of points. And what's that going to do to it? It's certainly not going to help it, I can tell you that much. And every company on there is going to be facing the same kind of thing. And eventually the stock market, everyone's going to move out of it and move into other things like precious metals. But you won't be able to because you already spent all your money on silver that you simply don't have. And I do hope you enjoyed the video. That is it for this one. Peace, love, much respect.